Liberals covering up their own mess. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. It's a bit like the cat in the box after the fact, isn't it? Liberals are trying to cover up the mess they created by signing off on huge moving expenses for people like Gerald Butts, $126,000. As I said before, for the average working Canadian, the average weekly earnings, $952. That's working 133 weeks or 2 years, 7 months, just to pay for Jerry Butts and his family to move from Toronto. Much of that related to real estate, land transfer taxes, real estate agent fees and the like, all the sorts of things that he should have been eating himself. We all understand a company or employer paying for a moving truck, but not these. Well, the heat got so bad that Butts and Telford agreed to pay some of it back. And listen to this, on the posting that started this apology tour. It was posted on Gerald Butts' own Facebook page, and it reads, "As this process relates to us, we were eligible to be reimbursed for a bunch of costs that we don't feel comfortable about. Well, the rules were clear, and we followed them. We both know that's not always enough." So what are they paying back? Well, they're going to be paying back some of these cash payments that they received. The personalized cash payouts and incidentals for Katie Telford, $23,373.71. For Gerald Butts, $20,799.10. And then he's going to pay back most, if not all, of his land transfer tax. So about $45,000 from Gerald Butts. But why did this even happen in the first place? And is that enough of a payback? I don't think it is. I don't think most Canadians would accept that. But now they're saying, we don't feel comfortable getting these payments. Then why did you submit to them? Look, they try and say this is all managed by Brookfield. Brookfield is a property management company. It's a real estate company. I'm sure they have the contract to handle this. But does that mean Brookfield was collecting Jerry Butts' receipts for his chiclets, his coffee, his orange juice, what have you, while he was walking around for this 20-odd thousand in cash payouts? Were they doing the same for Katie Telford? No, these were receipts that these two collected, compiled, put into a report, and had Brookfield adjudicated, and then the Prime Minister signed off on it. They can't put this off on a third party. They collected the receipts. They're the ones that did it, and they're not the only two. As Conservative MP Candice Bergen was pointing out during question period, there were plenty more Liberal insiders getting this.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister had a choice, and the very first choice he made was to help himself and his friends at the expense of the Canadian taxpayer. On these expenses. Which other ministers, including the House Leader, did the House Leader sign off on personalized cash payments? What are they, and how many ministers signed off on Liberal insiders getting these ambiguous cash payments?
Will these other ones get away with these huge cash payments? Will we find out who they are? Will we find out how much these cash payments were for? The minister answering the question there, Brad Shagar, she actually had a staffer submit for more than $70,000, and she signed off on it, just like Justin Trudeau. The minister, even the Prime Minister, has to sign off personally on these large sums being paid out. So they have to wear it. But will they force the others to pay it back? I think I know what you want. And if you haven't already, I'm going to invite you to sign our petition at paythemoneyback.com. Paythemoneyback.com. The goal is to get 127,000 signatures. That's symbolic. But it would show the government how annoyed Canadians are if we can do this. Paythemoneyback.com, then share this petition, share these videos, share these stories with your friends and family on social media, Facebook, Twitter, or email. Spread the word and make sure that people know that these folks feel they're entitled to their entitlements, even when they're not.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.